What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Behind the Moon. My name is Bobby. I am with Wild Raven Tarot. To my
And
side, I have
To what side? My
Ramon,
side?
yes,
Ramon.
ladies first. Go ahead, Selena.
Okay. Hi, I'm Selena from Essence of the Moon. Welcome, everybody.
And I am Ramon from Moon Scarab Channel. Hello, everybody.
That is right. We are three channels who banded together for one show weekly. Behind the Moon is a place where we get together and discuss different topics that have to do with spirituality, tarot, oracles, psychic
Yeah.
phenomena, gods, goddesses. We cover all kinds of stuff. I almost say caca. We cover it all. And tonight is no different. We are entering into the era of Leo right now, in the Wheel of the Year. Leo is ruled by the sun, so I wanted to give a quick nod to the center of everything. The sun has influenced us here on Earth since the dawn of time, and it will continue to do so. Let's say hi to a few people who are joining us tonight. We have, of course, La Madrina,
Yes.
Miss
Hello.
Tarot D.
And we got her lovely text this morning. Looking forward to the show. I appreciate those messages, Miss Tarot D.
I love waking up to this. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We've got John with us. What's up, John? How you doing?
John.
All right. So I see John is with us on two different channels. I wonder if one is his sister. Either way, whatever. Welcome.
You're here.
Yep.
That's what counts.
Hey, Jess.
We've got Jess with us, Witchy best friend. Urban Forest Tarot is here.
Hello.
And then we've got Roman with us from Gold Money X. I'm doing the Pez head thing again, you guys. Don't let me do that. Draven is here. What's up, Draven? Love the name. Patsy. Lady Blind Wolf. I'm so intrigued by the name, Lady Blind Wolf. That is awesome. Uh-oh. Trouble's in his house. Whenever we got Tarot D, Miss Tarot D, and Tarot Stash in the building. Ooh.
Ouch.
Sonia. Tapestry of the Unseen. Everybody's popping in tonight. We've got a bunch of people joining us. Old Windwalker.
Hey.
Bar P. We are, I believe, simulcasting on all our channels, right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Oh, to let you know, so we might as well do this now. Selena, do you want to explain what your...
Oh, yeah. Okay, so in order to thank everyone for the reaching 1,000 subs, I'm doing a giveaway. So there are about 3 different options that I'm going to give you guys to pick. You do have to be here at the end of the show in order to be able to win. The hashtag is Horace, HORACE. And the reason I picked him, he is a blind dog on Instagram that I've been following for a while. And I also buy his merch. I also donate monthly to him to help with like his seizure medications and all that stuff. He has wonderful merchandise and he was just recently sick. So this is one of his coffee mugs. And I have another coffee mug of his, but I also have a shirt of his. And let me show you what his shirt looks like from the back.
I really like that.
Isn't that cute? So it's either you can get merchandise from him. I recently did an unboxing of the Graveyard Oracle. We can either give you one of those or one of my homemade witchy oils. So you get to pick one of the 3, but please stick around, watch to the end, use a hashtag Horace. And that's just a thank you for being here and for the 1,000 subs. So thank you guys.
Also, if you get a chance, can you post the link where people can donate to?
Yes.
Directly.
Yeah. I will
That'd
do
be
that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's interesting that you chose the keyword for tonight being Horus, since we are
Sun.
the age of the sun.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys. So, yeah, congratulations, Selena, everyone says.
Thank you.
Oh, look who is in his house.
Oh, hi, Joey.
Joey, the Veiled Cottage Witch, who makes some of the most baddest acid
Oh my god.
oils.
Yes.
Yeah, Joey, I sent Ramon and Selena some of your backup.
I love it.
And
They're
third eye
so
oil.
good.
Let me tell you.
They're so
What
good.
happened?
I hope I got the box last night and I'm in love with them. I'm in love with all the oils, and Bobby, I made some incense as well.
Yeah.
It's amazing, but these
Yep.
oils
and
are
then back
so
off,
good.
bitch. I got that too.
You like the incense is really good, but the oils, man.
Yeah.
So
The third
I
eye
did
is
do a
really good. They're
video.
both good.
I did do a video, and I'm gonna release that I think tomorrow. I did a video of unboxing Bobby's stuff. Then I added everything else that I had of yours of Joey. Calmate, Bobby, calmate.
Well, you said something that made me
I know.
laugh.
I know. And I put on the third eye oil. That was the night that my ancestors were telling me to redo my video. I had 3 hours of sleep, girl. 3 hours. Because my family was like, you need to do something more to the video. So I added a ritual. I added it spread. I'm talking about, I created my first VR, and it's an ancestral VR. And
So good.
after I did that VR, and I had already posted it onto YouTube, but it was in the queue line, so it wasn't showing. That night, I was getting images from them and messages from them that they wanted me to do more to the video. So 3 hours of sleep. I got up again the next morning at 6. No, I was up at 3 in the morning. So I think around 5 in the morning, I started refilming their video. I added a ritual to it on how I connect with them. And then I added a like 5-card spread or 6-card spread to it. So yeah, that's my family. That's what the oil did to me, Joey.
You did this, Joey. David has a
The
question.
oil is amazing. It's amazing. Like the scents are just like fantastic.
I know. I had the same reaction when
they're
I
very
got
powerful
the
too.
third eye oil.
Very powerful too. Yeah, I used the third eye today and like this morning because I just like needed some clarity, and like it was like a universe opened. Like it's
Rochelle's
and
here.
It's so good, and it's not overpowering
Rochelle.
either. It's strong, but
Yeah.
it's gentle at the same time. It's hard to describe.
Yeah.
She's working with me, or going to start working with me on herbology. The incense was one of my first lessons, so I'm glad you guys like it. David has a question for you guys. As you journey along your spiritual path, how do the spiritual and supernatural realms appear to you? What kind of energies dwell within them? That's a loaded question, my friend.
It's to me, it's different for different types of energies, different types of spirits. Like my family is a different type of energy. Angelic realm is a different energy. The goddesses that I work with are also a different energy. I've learned to kind of figure out who's who and who's kind of talking to me. But they also have their own little quirks that they do. Like the words I hear are related to specifically how my grandmother would talk to me, how my dad would talk to me. So they use those same words that they did in the living, they use also in the afterlife. But that's
my family, I can't speak for the others, but my family, when they speak to me through memories. That's why the Santa Muerte, that I'm sorry, I'm looking at both the regular size and the mini size. That's why this deck is so important to me, because when I look at this deck, I see scenes of my childhood. I see family gatherings. I see those things, and that's how my ancestors speak to me with that deck.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
question.
Also, the supernatural stops being supernatural. It becomes natural. It becomes part of your everyday life. So you become much more receptive, and it's like the messages are much more frequent. They're always there, and they stop being something out of your norm. You know, they become part of your life.
Yeah.
Speaking out on what Selena was saying, different energies from different spirits or deities have a different vibe to it. Like there's a completely different feeling when I'm getting a message from Lord Hermes as opposed to Thor.
Of course.
It's a very different vibe, and you learn
to pick
it
up
just
on the different types.
it's a relationship. You
Correct.
just you learn that relationship, you develop it.
But you have to nurture it as well. You know, it doesn't
Yes.
just come with you. You have to, if you're working with the deity, with an ancestor, there has to be constant communication. You know, prayer, interaction. You know, you have to nurture it to be able for it to grow and get back as well. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not just one way. It's not being passive, just like receiving messages or signs. You know, you have to invest also your own energy and time into to
Yeah,
make it
these are
better.
not slaves, by the way.
No.
You are not enslaving these spirits. This is your family. These are your ancestors you're working
Yeah,
with.
it's
Yeah.
sometimes they want to talk to you, sometimes not. You know, they're not there like plug and play. You know,
Yeah,
it's just like with
exactly.
anyone. You have
Yeah.
friends, you have family members. Sometimes you feel like talking to them, calling them.
And
Sometimes
don't.
not. It's exactly the same thing. It's just like
I've been left
different
hanging by
realm.
my ancestors during a reading before when I go into it thinking automatically they're going to be with me during the reading.
They're like, not today, Bobby, not today.
And they're not. I'm like,
You're
hello?
fine, Bobby. You're fine.
Hello? Nothing. So I have to fall back on other aspects like astrology or numerology. But
Yeah. Sometimes they put on their back off bitch oil. They don't
yes,
talk to you.
that's true.
That's what they do to you, Bobby. I
there
mean, they do the
is-
same with me. Sometimes I get like crickets, you know, it's the same thing. But I've learned to nurture that relationship with them, and they are pretty good at coming through when I ask them to come through. So, and then every day I try and work specifically with one person just to kind of continue that relationship with them. Especially like right now, I'm doing that with angels. So I'm trying to do like work with one angel a day and see if I can sense their energy and see if it's different, you know, see what's different, kind of channel them every night. Like it's different type of work.
Well, you said it right there. You put in the time. You establish the relationship and
Yeah.
nurture it. So it's
Yeah.
they're always there. There's all an open channel all the time. That's
Mhm.
what I mean.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like they're with me all the time, and sometimes I feel very
Yeah.
much like I have
Sometimes
to
I-
approach them.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like they're like looking over my shoulder and I feel like I'm crowded. You know?
Yeah, which makes sexy time a little weird, but you know.
No, they don't bother me in there.
My family be like, all right.
Te mandan, te digo, te tiran la chancla.
I've had gods threaten me because they felt like my ego. Oh, okay, that's a very good point. Draven says, I've had gods threaten me because they felt like my ego was too big. Note to self, want nothing to do with Kali. Well, that is a mistake right there, first of all. Kali's unavoidable. She's like Santa Muerte. She's the goddess of time and death. It's an aspect.
Santa Muerte is going to continue to knock on your door until you answer.
Yeah.
And she'll send people your way until you answer.
It's funny you say that, you guys, because in case you guys don't know, both of my cohorts here are devotees of Santa Muerte.
Yeah. I mean, look,
I follow Hecate and
Ramones.
Hermes.
Ramones.
Bobby, you need one. You
I
need
do
one.
need
I'm gonna
one.
send you one. Yeah.
Okay. The difference before anybody asks between Hecate and Santa Muerte is Hecate is a guide through death and change and cycling through certain things. She's a psychopomp. She's here to teach us lessons. She's the font, the well of souls. That's what Hecate Sotera is. Santa Muerte is death. There is a big difference there. One is this and one is this, but they both are goddesses I hold dear to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But that is neither here nor there. Actually, tonight, since we are, oh, look at there she is. I was wondering where you were.
Maru.
Maruta, I haven't seen you in a while.
Timmy. Yeah, I know. I got
Yeah.
nervous. She messaged me the other day and I felt more comfortable. But
Yeah, me too.
Timmy, Coco,
Hi, Coco. Welcome. She's
Tonight,
making some tarot deck bags. Coco is. She's crocheting bags for me. I'm excited for that.
Mama D, my other dear friend nearby, crochets tarot bags. She actually just made some for Joey too.
Why am
She
I just
delivered
not
it.
hearing about this?
Joey, do you like your bags? I'm pretty sure she does. She told me she did. I'm putting her on the spot. I was honestly expecting Mama D to show up in here. If she does, I'll be like, "That's her. She made the bags." Tonight, everybody, since we are going, and she said, "Yes, I love them." Tonight, we are going into the realm of the sun. We're starting off tonight by talking about the sun card because for me, tarot is where everything starts and ends. It's what I relate to. Um, so the sun card is one that we are all familiar with. It is one of the most positive and uplifting cards in the major arcana. Its number is 19 and represents success, vitality, positivity, and enlightenment. This card radiates joy and optimism. It just oozes, symbolizing the power of clarity and the light that dispels darkness. No matter which card the sun comes up next to, it trumps it. I hate to use that phrase, that word, but it does. The sun card outshines everything. It's just that powerful. The sun is a powerful and uplifting card that signifies the triumph over light over darkness, the attainment of enlightenment, and the joy of living in alignment with one's true self. It serves as a reminder of the positive energy and potential that resides within each individual, encouraging the celebration of life's blessings and the pursuit of true happiness. By understanding and embracing the symbolism, associations, and meanings of the sun, one can gain insight into their own path to enlightenment and the power of positivity. This card encourages a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and the celebration of life's radiant energy. There is a lot of sun cards, but this one right here on the screen is my absolute favorite. It just screams vitality, joy, happiness, carefree. I like this a whole lot more than the creepy baby
I
card.
can't. That's like my least favorite card in the Rider Waite Smith. I can't stand the creepy baby.
The creepy baby card. It's Apollo, and I understand why it's in there, but it's still a creepy baby card.
If I get it in a reading for myself, I'm going to pull another one. No, I'm joking.
I did pull some honorable mention cards. This card is the sun card from the Santa Muerte
Now that's
deck.
a cool sun card.
It is.
Yeah.
You can just hear this card.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I have to show this deck. This is the sun card from the Healing Lights Tarot by some new guy.
Amazing.
some new guy just started following. We do have, of course, the sun card from the Marvel Tarot.
Of course.
This is, again, joy, excitement, youth, vitality. And since tonight we're looking at Native American solar deities after this, I pulled from the Native American deck, the sun card, which I think this is a beautiful, beautiful card. So the sun, as I said, trumps everything around it. So one of the cards it's associated with is the Ten of Swords. We know the Ten of Swords is a painful ending, but famously, we have the sun rising in the background there, saying that the worst is over, that a new day is dawning. It gives hope. I like hope. You got to say it like that. That's who's missing. Hold on. Ramon, can you do me a favor? You have control. Yeah. Can you run the chat for me, my friend?
Sure.
because I'm kind of an idiot. Because Alexis, how you doing, love?
Oh, hi,
You're talking to
Lexi.
another idiot.
Right, Amethyst. Um,
Let's see. Where did you left off?
I just started
At what
going
time
back up.
stop?
So let's go back to about 6:20.
What 6:20, 9:20. Let's see.
Yeah, you're 20, 9:20.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a 3-hour difference between us.
Uh-huh.
So
I wish it was
another
6:20.
Leo is ruled by the sun. In tarot, um, the strength card is ruled by Leo. I like this card because it's a luchador
Luchador, yeah.
wrestling a Quetzalcoatl dragon, a feathered serpent. So, and what else about the sun? In traditional decks like the Rider-Waite-Smith, the sun is depicted as a joyful child, a creepy child, riding a white horse under a brilliant sun with sunflowers in the background. I should just put the picture up because I'm going to be talking about it for a sec. There we go. In the Thoth Tarot, which I obviously didn't get a chance to load. Son of a bitch. In the Thoth Tarot, designed by Aleister Crowley and painted by Lady Frida Harris, the sun is illustrated with two children dancing beneath a radiant sun, highlighting themes of innocence, joy, and harmony. Those two children dancing on that card are carried throughout many of the major arcana cards, and I'll do a show on it one night. Maybe Lennon can join me for that.
Oh, that
So,
was nice.
symbolism and imagery with the sun card. The sun itself is the central dominating figure in that card. It represents enlightenment, vitality, and the life-giving energy of the universe. As for the creepy baby, that is supposed to be Apollo, believe it or not. The child on the horse signifies purity, innocence, and a new beginning. It symbolizes the inner child and the joy of being. That is my favorite sentence right there. The joy of being. Not trying to do anything, just relishing
Just be a naked baby
the
on a
moment.
horse.
Just being a naked baby on a horse. That's right. As far as the horse itself, that represents purity and strength, indicating a journey or progress that is guided by pure intentions and clarity. The sunflowers in the background symbolize growth, abundance, and warmth in the sun. And Joey, I could just hear you in the background screaming at me. Don't forget this. They turn towards the sun, signifying the human soul's need for enlightenment and truth. So, our spirits always strive for understanding, whether we realize it or not. The red banner that the child holds symbolizes victory and the life force, signifying the triumph of human spirit. Anytime you see red in tarot, it's going to symbolize energy in some way, vitality. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh no! Tell him to kiss my ass, Maureen, if he's giving you a hassle. Who joined us? Judith is here. Sorry, had to do this.
Yeah, even Miss Tarot D says the horse doesn't look too happy though. Yeah.
No.
Either. So there's nothing funny about that card.
Stop picking on the baby.
It's a creepy baby.
It's not a creepy baby. It has creepy hair. That I'll give you.
Okay, I'll give you that. Astrology. The sun card is naturally associated with the sun itself. It is the center of our solar system and the source of life and energy. The sun represents vitality, individuality, and the conscious self, highlighting themes of self-expression and personal power. The sun is the center of the universe. And remember, we're talking as within, so without. So it's the center of our universes. It is symbolic of the center of our inner universe, I should say. Tell the creepy baby to quit picking on the horse. Okay. The Hebrew letter associated with the sun is called Resh. This is Resh. And the meaning of this is head or face or the beginning. This emphasizes the idea of new beginnings, leadership, the illumination that comes with clarity and understanding. The moon is symbolized by a letter called Kaf, which is the back of the head. Resh is the front of the head or the face. The back of the head deals with intuition. The front of the head deals with what's in front of us. Kabbalistic associations. This is one of my favorite associations. All right, so right in the center, the third sphere down, is a sphere called Tiferet. That is representative of number sixes in tarot. All the sixes in tarot relate to Tiferet. Happiness, joy. That's why the Six of Cups is happy, looking backwards. The Six of Swords is movement into a happier frame of mind, into clarity. The Six of Pentacles is about being in a position to give money, to give. What am I missing? The Six of Wands is the card of victory. That's why all of these, you can see how they relate to Tiferet. The Christ consciousness is what it's called. In Kabbalistic associations, the sun's path on the tree of life here is associated with the Sephirot Had and Yesod, specifically the axis between them. Now, the sphere under Tiferet, that green one right there, that's Yesod. That's where the angels live. That's the realm of the angels, folks. That's where we leave the ground and we start rising into the higher consciousness, so to speak. That sphere at the very bottom, that's the fruit of the tree of life. That's Malkut. That's the earth. That's where we live. That is the physical realm. One sphere up is where the angels are watching over us. All right. Now, to the left of that sphere and up is that orange sphere right there. That's Had. That's ruled by Mercury, communication. Okay. So the sun's path runs between those two. For Kabbalists or people who follow Kabbalistic interpretations in tarot, which is something I do. I said do. This is very important. So Had, the Sephirot, represents intellect, logic, and the structuring of energy. It is associated with the left pillar of the tree of life, which is related to form and structure, according to the Kabbalistic beliefs. Yesod down there is the foundation. This Sephirah are the spheres. This Sephirah represents the astral plane, the realm of dreams and emotions, and the foundation for manifestation. It's also part of the central pillar, which maintains balance between the left and the right. It keeps balance. It is the centerpiece right there. So it's keeping the peace between structure and dynamic. The path between Had and Yesod is where the sun's energy flows, connecting the intellectual and the emotional realms. It's a place where the sun's light and warmth help to illuminate and energize the foundation of our being. So this is where we get our go-go juice, so to speak, spiritually. Here we have the Archangel Michael. The Sun card is often associated with the Archangel Michael, the warrior angel who symbolizes protection, strength, and the light of truth. Michael's role as a guardian and bringer of clarity aligns with the themes of the Sun card, emphasizing illumination and victory over darkness. But like everything in life, there is a shadow. Even the sun in tarot has a shadow. Where Michael is the archangel, the demonic association with this is Belphegor. In some esoteric traditions, the sun is linked to Belphegor, a demon associated with sloth and the pursuit of idle pleasures. The association serves as a caution against overindulgence and a false sense of happiness that can come with superficial pursuits. Um, Contrasting with the true enlightenment and joy symbolized by the sun. So now you see why that association is there. It's a warning. Don't let your ego run away with you, bitch, is basically what it's saying. Sloth is one of the 7 deadly sins, and it's easy to get complacent when you're having a run of good luck.
Mhm.
So this is a warning against that. Let's check this over here. Yeah, it was like darn sloth. Sloth is her spirit animal. Okay. I feel
Hey,
that.
Karen. We got
Okay.
Truth here. We have Lennon here. Lady Blind Wolf. We got a lot of new people that have stopped in.
Remember you said that, Fable, because shit's about to go sideways. The runic association with the sun. Yes, in tarot there is a
Yes,
runic association.
I was gonna say something, but someone just jumped it.
What?
Can I
Yeah,
interject in?
please.
So the sun is a universal archetype that we is part of who we are, right? It's not just spiritual, but it's also physical,
Yeah.
biological, energetic. It represents so many things. It's not only represented in tarot. Right now we're focusing on tarot, but it's represented all across so many divination systems. We see it in Lenormand, and it represents
Mhm.
exactly the same thing. Uh, Joy, vitality, clarity.
Hell.
One of the cards that I decided to use is from a company in Turkey called Luca Decks. They make like the most beautiful decks. I have like 6 or 7 of them, and there is a baby. It's not as creepy as maybe the Rider Waite, but it's also a child.
Oh, see, but that's cool.
Yeah, he's got clothes on. He looks
Child,
comfortable.
a child on a horse, and there's sunflowers on the bottom. So it's
I love that. Yeah, and then there's that red background.
beautiful. It's beautiful. So this is
Mhm.
the poster tarot from Luca Decks. They also have a Lenormand version of it. Here we have in Lenormand also the sun.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so
That's
we have it
beautiful.
represented in those 2 systems, but we have it in
Mhm.
other systems as well. We have it in the witches' runes. I have a witch rune here of the sun. It's a symbol of the system. We see it in runes also represented by Sowilo, and it's this symbol here. And it represents all across the same way, success, vitality, enlightenment. We have it in the Oracle of the Mexican Lottery as well, El Sol.
I'm getting that deck. I'm so excited. I'm
Yes. So
I'm
that those are just a few examples of the representation of the symbol of the sun in different divination systems. But it's represented as different deities across different cultures, different names, and not only the sun, but also like the different stages. So we have Ra, which is the Egyptian god sun god, and Ra is actually divided in different stages as well. We have Kepri, which is like the morning aspect of Ra, and that's represented by the scarab, which is I associate a lot with Kepri. And the scarab for the Egyptians was a very important symbol because, like the dung scarab specifically, what they do is they pick up the droppings from bigger mammals and make it a ball, and they roll that ball to their nest, and for them that's their nursery where they have babies. That's what they eat. And the Egyptians,
Go back.
masters of like some of the biggest uh, architectural feats that we can replicate, associated that little insect with a deity, as represented as Kepri. And Kepri, what Kepri did was take the sphere of the sun every morning and run it across the sky. Um, and then the other aspect, we have Horus, and it's like the midday aspect of Ra. And then we have Atun in the afternoon, that um, will be like the dying sun. So different aspects of the same god, but they all represent the same thing. So we see the symbol of the sun all across different cultures, divination systems, names, because it's part of who we are. It has a positive aspect, clarity, warmth, brilliance. It could also have a negative aspect,
It burns you.
burns you, and depending on what side of the fence you are, it could be like bringing clarity to the shadow parts of us. So
does the moon scarab in your name, is that kind of a play on sun and moon?
yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I get it now. Okay. I'm,
Yes.
I'm slow.
No, you picked it. No, no one's ever asked me that, because I mean, it's a lot of people don't know about Kepri. Kepri, it's documented as a deity, but there was really no temples built to Kepri, because it was just like an aspect of Ra.
Well, I know you well enough by now, Ramon, to know you don't do anything without a reason, especially names. So I had to stop
I
and
can
think
totally
about it.
see that balance with the
Balance.
feminine and the masculine.
That's awesome. I love it. I even seen your
Moon
name in a
and
whole
the
new
scarab.
way, Ramon. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So to wrap up with this, when we get the tarot card upright, the sun appears to bring success, vitality, joy, and enlightenment, positivity, clarity, abundance, birth. That's a big one. Today, I was lucky enough to read birth in a reading for somebody, which is few and far between for me. Usually, I see change or death.
Well, that changed too, though. A birth is change.
Yeah, but it's a pleasant change from what I'm normally reading for people. So it encourages embracing one's true self and celebrating life's blessings. One of the main things to remember, people, live in the moment. All right. Enjoy. Sometimes it's just good to have that creepy baby on a horse moment. So reversed, when the sun appears, it can indicate temporary setbacks, delays, lack of clarity. It warns of overconfidence, superficiality, and the need to reconnect with one's inner light. It may also suggest that the querent is not fully appreciating the positive aspects of their life. They're not living in the moment. They're not soaking up the sun. Am I the only one that when you hear words like sun, you think
Here
of songs? Here comes the sun, or walking on the sun, or
walking on. Is it walking on sunshine?
Sunshine.
Walking on sunshine.
Yeah. I do. That's what I was thinking of. Here comes the sun.
Music.
I think of Eurythmics. Here comes the sun again.
Oh, that's the rain again, boy.
Yeah.
I still love the Eurythmics. Annie Lennox was a badass. Oh, she still is, I guess. So practical applications for this would be self-empowerment, which the sun encourages individuals to embrace their personal power and express their true selves with confidence and joy. So if you're walking the path of the sun and you're doing Kabbalistic meditations or anything like that, this would be one of the things you would consider. How are you spending your time shining? Are you shining? Are you soaking up the sun? Do you have a positive mindset? This card emphasizes the importance of manifesting a positive attitude and focusizing on the bright side of life. It invites individuals to seek clarity and understanding in all aspects of life, illuminating hidden truths and fostering personal growth. So, yes, when you get that sun, enjoy. All right. Health is one of the main things that I think of when the sun card comes up. Around the world, we've got in Japan the goddess Amaterasu, which when I get to Japan eventually, I love that tale of how she was lured out of her cave to resume her duties. We're going to go into that. In Greece, the sun is Apollo, but before him, there was Helios. In Rome, there was Apollo, and Hyperion was the titan of the sun. So there's always in every culture a spiritual association with the sun, which brings us to today. We're going to do a quick rundown where we at. Oh, we're already at 40 minutes, you guys.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I was really expecting that to go a lot quicker than it did. I apologize.
We're having a good time.
We are going to touch on
Time
a
flies
couple
when you're
of
having
deities.
fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hold on. All right. Now, here we go. North America also has its solar beliefs also. So, I'm going to put this bad boy up here. The sun is the ultimate source of light and warmth, immense spiritual significance to numerous North American peoples. Its daily journey across the sky, its power to ripen crops, made it a central figure in creation myths, religious practices, and calendrical systems, which, while beliefs and rituals may have varied widely across different cultures and tribes, a common thread of reverence for the sun existed throughout. It existed in their powerful solar deities. It's evident throughout the continent. Let me see. See, this is where I knew I was going to have a little issue, because did you know that when you load things on to StreamYard, you can't move them around? I did not know that.
Yeah,
thought
that's why I try to use a background the same size of the screen.
Yeah, I meant
You mean the
like
image? Yeah.
I thought I could
But I'm
reorganize
here.
them once they're loaded.
No.
I can't do that. So I'm jumping around a lot here.
Jump around.
Jump, and get
Sorry.
down. So the sun was seen as a life bringer and a creator. The sun's ability to sustain life made it a primary creative force. Many myths describe the sun or a sun-associated deity as instrumental in the creation of the earth and living beings. They were seen as... There you are.
That was a
It's a
nice
beautiful
image,
image.
by the way.
What's
That's
that?
a beautiful image.
That was a nice image you had up.
It was, yeah.
Thank you.
All of them are.
Mm-hmm.
The sun's powerful and dominant nature was often linked to attributes of strength, protection, and warfare. This connection was frequently symbolized by fire, shields, golden idols, and discs. They were seen as regulators of time and the seasons. The sun's predictable movements were crucial for agricultural cycles and ceremonial timing. Many cultures developed sophisticated solar calendars and astronomical alignments to track its path. And I'll give you a for instance. And this one is a kiva. This is one of the things that they did. And this is the sun. Nope, that's a pictograph.
When my husband and I went to the Four Corners, we went to a lot of the Native American places where they had the kivas and the like the paintings and the writings on the walls and stuff. It was such a cool experience.
It is. This is the sun dagger.
So cool.
Which I believe is at Cahokia National Park near the Mississippi. But yeah, it was used to tell time, tell the seasons, planting. And for anybody who thinks that Native Americans were just running around in the brush and bush, I would like to bring this to your attention. Hold on. There's, yes, this. Okay. This was Native American culture. This is the Natchez. So, and this is one of the tribes by the Mississippi. Now, the Hopi tribe, the Navajo tribe, and the Anasazi in the Southwest. For the Hopi, it was Tawa. Where is your picture? I know I have you. And that's who I had up in the beginning. This is Tawa. Tawa is the sun spirit, a supreme creator deity who brought the world into being from nothingness. As the sun god, he represents warmth, light, and the vital force necessary for growth and sustenance. Everything we talked about, Homeway provided. He brought it all. He brought forth corn, which is the staple of Hopi life. His daily journey across the sky is a fundamental aspect of the cosmic order. In Hopi belief, Tawa is a powerful and all-seeing deity who holds dominion over the above. He is often depicted as a kachina, a spirit being during Hopi ceremony. And I should have put a kachina doll on there. If you don't know what a kachina doll is, they're about 6 inches tall. They're beautiful. These representations typically feature a circular mask with eagle feathers symbolizing the sun's rays. Hold on. I thought I had one. No. Something similar to this, but this is not Tawa. This is Sohanoi. But it's still circular. And when you see a Native American art, some deities running around with just a big circle with like a square and it divided down, that's Tawa. He shared creative control with Koki Yanguti, the Spider Woman, who is the Earth Goddess, with Tawa overseeing the above and Spider Woman the below. So that's one of the. I work with Grandmother Spider, which is who that is. She's a trickster goddess, also. Go figure. So the Navajo venerated Sahanoi, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize if I'm not. The Sun Bearer. He's a cosmic force who daily hauls the blazing sun across the sky, ensuring the cycle of light and dark, same way as Tawa. He's, again, this is depicted as a radiant blue disc. There we are. He's also a protector, aiding his sons, the hero twins, in their battles against evil. Yes, we said that. The Anasazi, who are called the Pueblan Indians. I've always found the Anasazi fascinating, not only for their pictographs, but because this is the type of abodes they had.
So we went to Mesa Verde and saw them.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
That is so awesome.
And we had, I mean, and my husband and I had some wild experience there. Like it was, I'll have to tell you guys that experience later. It was pretty traumatic.
Traumatic?
It was.
Please tell me more.
It was pretty, so him and I, we were having a picnic, and at the edge of that picnic is the cliff. It goes just completely down. We were watching the sunset. We were having like had the grill out, and we had been there the whole day. We had already gone to see some of the homes like that are in the cliffs. We did all that stuff, and we both heard footsteps coming from both of our sides. Nobody was around us. It was pitch black. And then I got like this burning feeling in my back. Like my back was on fire. Horrible. And then
I don't mean to laugh. I was just remembering about our private conversation earlier.
And I know. And then I told my husband, I'm like, it's time to leave. So we both get in the truck. We both, we're like antsy to get out of there. As we're driving out, I was like, honey, I had a premonition. I saw you jump over that cliff and I'm pulling you back. And he's like, shut up. I had that same vision you did. But except it was me jumping over that cliff and he's pulling me in. Horrible. He said that night, I got up in the middle of the night and I slept sitting straight up. I wasn't even laying down. That's what happened for me at Mesa Verde.
Wow. That is cray. I'm sorry. That's, do you think you both experienced a memory? A ghost image of the past replaying?
It could have been, because him and I have a lot of past life history together. But it was,
I'm thinking, what if it was the spot you were on that you were remembering and a situation that happened before?
It was crazy. We were both jumping off, both saw our visions of ourselves doing that. The other one's pulling the other one back. I was like, okay, it's time to leave.
Wow. That is crazy.
And then in bed, he said he couldn't sleep that night. So he's watching me and I'm sitting straight up in bed in the middle of the night. And that's how I slept, he said. Sitting straight up in the bed. So that's my story with...
If I turned over and saw you sleeping, sitting straight up in bed, I'd be like something... throwing holy water on you.
And this was like towards the beginning of our relationship too. It was like, so he's probably like, what the hell's going on with her?
All right. So the picture I showed you of the sun dagger, that was the Anasazi. That was, which one was it? Yeah, I was really expecting to be able to move these pictures around and put them in order. When I realized I couldn't, that's when I started messaging you too. So yeah.
That's why you were messaging us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to load them in order.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Ramon.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, Ramon, I have a whole new respect for you giving presentations like this. So let's get that off the screen. You can see my pretty face. So the sun dagger is something that was used to mark time in they were vital for organizing religious and practical events. If you needed something done on a regular schedule, this is why you would employ things like the sun dagger or kivas. Kivas and other buildings were often aligned to capture sunlight at specific times, indicating the sun's crucial role in their spiritual and temporal lives, so their everyday life. The Mississippi cultures, the Cahokia Natchez, or the Cahokia slash comma Natchez, the Mississippian peoples of the eastern woodlands, particularly at major centers like Cahokia, held strong solar associations. Cahokia was called the City of the Sun. That was the one I had up here that I couldn't frickin' find. Live and learn, people. Live and learn. Okay. They had something called Woodhenge too, which I apparently don't have. This was a series of large timber circles known as Woodhenge. It functioned as solar calendars, marking solstices and equinoxes and indicating the growing and harvesting seasons. These structures highlight the practical and ceremonial importance. Yeah, that's what I said. So, for anybody who doesn't know, the solstices and equinoxes are the halfway and quarter points. Like in the path I follow, there are 8 major holidays, each signifying one of the 8 great days. That's nice, David. Personally, I don't follow that path. I follow Hermes, who was out at the same time. And if it weren't for the king of the time at 325 or 350, I can't remember, things may have had a very different outcome. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Maru. I know we're at an hour right now, you guys. So the Natchez in the southeast had a highly stratified society with a unique system of sun worship. They were layered. They had different layers to their system. The Great Sun, the supreme leader, was known as the Great Sun. All right, so I think I have that. The supreme leader. Did you guys ever see the RuPaul when they did the supreme leader sketch? Natchez, where are you, Natchez? I did so much prep, and it's the frickin' alphabet that's messing me up. Ah, there you are. Okay. So, when we talk about the supreme being, the sun, this is the sun, how they saw it right here. The lineage. The Great Sun. Their supreme leader was known as the Great Sun, believed to be a divine ruler and a descendant of the sun god. So, kind of like the Egyptians had the pharaohs as deities, along the same lines. The lineage was matrilineal, so it ran through the women, with the Great Sun being the eldest son of the female sun. Complicated, right? I told you it was layered. This illustrates a direct hereditary connection to the solar deity. They had mound complexes. This are the Natchez mound complexes. These were utilized for civic and religious ceremonies and duties. This reflected their broader cosmological belief, including reverence for celestial bodies. They were aware of the planets, the stars, and anybody I've noticed that has pyramids tends to be pretty good with astronomy and astrology. She says, I like nachos with cheese. In the Arctic, we had the Inuits. They are North American. In the harsh Arctic environment, the sun's appearance and disappearance are dramatic, influencing Inuit mythology. Melina and Aningan are the deity and his mate or sister here. Hold on. Son of a if I come across it, I come across it. If I don't, I don't. I'll tell you about it anyway. The Inuit explain the sun and the moon through the legend of the sun goddess Melina and her brother, the moon god Aningan. Melina is known for her passion, courage, and beauty, constantly fleeing her brother. Aningan's pursuit and neglect of food explain the phases of the moon, how it gets skinny and then full. And when he finally catches her, it causes a solar eclipse. How cool is that? Other Inuit traditions also speak of the sun god named Akicha in Alaska. The northeastern woodlands, or the Iroquois, and the Abenaki. Those ones I know I have. Oh, look what I found, the Inuit. Okay. So, this is the Iroquois. The Iroquois creation myth. The sky woman, after falling from a floating island, created stars, the moon, and sun. Her twin sons, Sapling, who is good, associated with beneficial creations, and Flint, who is bad, associated with destructive creations, embody the dualistic nature of the world, with the sun's presence being fundamental to their existence, while modern Iroquois sun ceremonies like the Day Orb of Light Thanksgiving are influenced by later religious movements. They retain elements of ancient sun adoration, including offerings of tobacco to the sun. The Abenaki believed that Sunbringer was a great eagle. No, that's not it. That's the Choctaw. The Sunbringer was a great eagle whose wings opened to create day and closed to cause night, highlighting the sun's role in the fundamental cycle of light and dark. The plains had ceremonies for the suns. The Lakota, Cheyenne, Arapaho, the Plains, the Cree, the Blackfoot. These ceremonies focused around sacrifice and renewal. Participation, typically men, engage in grueling physical and spiritual tests, including fasting from food and water for several days, and in some cases, ceremonial skin piercing as an act of prayer and devotion for the well-being of the community. These acts are seen as offerings to the Creator and a means of seeking spiritual power. I've seen that in movies when they do the ritualistic piercing. A sacred center pole, often a cottonwood tree, symbolizes a connection to the divine and the sun. There's Flint, the other sons.
That's a cool picture. Oh, that one too.
Kitchen is ringing.
Alexa!
Shut up.
Alexa, play 90s music.
No, I have the
Wow.
earpods on. I was making a cake and I was telling Alexa to set up a timer.
That's
Sorry.
funny. That's okay. We do
You
that
making
too.
a cake?
Yeah. It's called it's not really a cake. It's called tarta vasca. It's sort of like a cheesecake. It's like all over TikTok.
I'm on my
now.
way.
It's so good and it's very easy to make.
I'm only 6 hours
It's-
away, so yeah.
Yeah.
So
Basca as the Basque. It's sort of like
Oh,
a
okay, yeah,
Basque
like a burnt
cake.
cheesecake.
Yeah, but
Nice.
it's a Basque recipe that like everybody's talking about now.
see, now I wish you could.
Mm.
I live closer. I do
I
love
know.
cheesecake.
Me too.
That
I
is
love
Yeah.
my
cheesecake.
favorite. I'd also like to touch on other tribes. We have the Lakota or Sioux. The Lakota people regarded the sun as part of the Great Spirit, Wakantanka, uh, with we as solar spirit associated with attributes like bravery and endurance. The Blackfoot had Napioa, also known as Napi or Old Man. Um, this is one I've worked with in the past, Old Man. I was actually helping somebody else, so I wasn't. It wasn't my vibe, but I was invited to take part of it, and it was beautiful. It was awesome. Um, the Cherokee Unelanuhi is the Cherokee sun goddess, seen as nurturing and life-giving power. The Cree uh, Tamisi is a Creek sun god responsible for preserving breath and bringing order to the world. Choctaw uh, are thought to have primarily worshipped a solar deity, possibly Hashtali, who rides across the sky on a buzzard. And that's that one right there.
Ooh, that's pretty. These are lovely
Yeah.
images, Bobby.
Hashtali is also considered the father of all the stars. How freaking awesome
Hmm.
is that? Um, and this was the Cherokee goddess,
Wow,
right? Again with the sunflowers.
very pretty.
The Pawnee believed the sun played a role in maintaining the world alongside the moon and stars. So, what do you guys have that I missed? Who do you have?
I think you got everybody that was on my list.
Yeah.
Okay. The sun's vital role in sustaining life and marking the passage of time made it profoundly revered and made it a profoundly revered entity among early North American peoples. From the complex astronomical alignments of the ancestral Pueblans to the Mississippian cultures to the life giving myths of the Hopi and Navajo and the profound sacrificial rituals of the Plains tribes, the sun manifested as a powerful deity or sacred force across diverse indigenous belief systems. While the specific names, myths, and rituals differed, the universal respect for the sun's power, its association with creation, and its influence on both the physical and spiritual worlds underscores its fundamental importance in the cosmology of early North America. In other words, it was everything. Okay. It played a role in everything. Um, and pretty much that is touching on North American belief systems for the time. Uh, you know, Joey, she's hot.
She was very pretty. Yeah.
Um, I can guarantee when Joey comes on next, she's going to have a very cool. Her and Ramon are of the same ilk with their research and
Oh my. Her
presentations.
series, both of her series, her like 4 cards, and then her plant series.
Her plant
Phenomenal.
series, yeah. And for those who don't know, Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch does a series on plants teaching.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
It is good. I watched it.
So there you have it, the sun in North America. Now, I didn't do Mexico because the Mexican tribes or the Mexica have a lot going on there too.
That
And
can be your
with
next one.
Yeah, it is with the Aztecs and the Maya. I'm stretching out. That's why I started with tarot. It's where we start, and then all right, we'll just keep radiating outwards.
Yeah, this was very nice, Bobby. Thank you.
That was
Mhm.
interesting.
That's really good.
I learned a lot. Number one, put them in order. So,
You should have phoned a friend.
I could have phoned a friend, and I didn't realize until it was too late. And it was today when I went to put them
I
in
mean, we
order
were
for
both
the
off.
show.
I mean, I couldn't help you, but you know.
Mm, mm, mm. And I want to thank
Yeah.
everybody for sitting there with us while we went through this. Um, I speak in truths and stars and if trace, not borrowed words nor wisdom placed. I walk where silence shapes the land and learn by touch, by heart, by hand.
That's
Oh,
pretty.
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, Tap. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Mayan and Aztec gods alone were a lot. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do
And
this.
yeah, and there's a lot in there. Like for example, what we typically get called the solar the Aztec calendar really is called it's the solar stone, and it's based on uh solar activity. It is a calendar, but it's solar based, and it's such a beautiful piece. It's huge because I've seen it in person. But you have the pyramid of the sun in Teotihuacan, and like there's like I mentioned before, all across different cultures there is a reverence and association of the sun as a deity. And there's a lot. It's part of our life who we are here.
I love it. The sun, you can't escape the sun. It's always there. And the
Not
day
at
we
all.
escape the sun, we're gonna have a problem. Um,
I
you
hate
ready
being
to
under
do
the
your
sun. I have to say, I'm
really?
like a vampire. I try to stay away from the sun.
Me
Yeah.
too, because it having systemic lupus, you're not supposed to be in the sun.
Oh,
So
with my
I protect my
diabetes and
skin.
insulin, I burn easy.
Hmm.
Um,
And every Saturday you burn.
and every Saturday I burn. Joey has to remind me to get out of the sun or put
Mhm.
something on. So, are you ready to do your drawing?
Yeah, definitely. Let's pull that drawing.
So, again, everybody, I'll give you about
2 minutes.
a minute
Minute.
to go ahead and put hashtag Horus into chat, and we're going to draw a winner here.
London, I think he's gonna do like the Mexico area for. Is that gonna be your next world that you're gonna be?
Yes.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah, because there were 7 suns at one point. So when I saw the 7 suns, I was like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that right now. All right. Everybody
If anyone,
horsing up.
if anyone's interested, like in a really nice deck with the motif of the sun, this one is a really good one. It's called Oracle of the Radiant Sun. It's so beautiful.
Can you show us a couple cards, Jerome?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
let me
While
show
we get
you.
the people putting in horse.
Yeah.
We have this one, for example. This one says assertion, and it's just like the artwork is so beautiful. It's the back of the cards.
That looked like Archangel Michael.
It
You always
reminds
see
me
him
of like
fighting.
some of the
Is
images
that a new deck
from
you haven't even opened?
La Vera Sibila. No. I have it open. I just keep the clear plastic band to keep it like nicely in shape. But like there's another one. Look how beautiful. It's like the artwork is exquisite.
I do like that. I mean, it's no
Hmm.
Chris Butler, but
Yeah, of
you
course
know,
not. Like
I
the
lied.
colors. Yeah, looks very vintagey.
Yeah,
It is
It's a
that's the
very
word
really
I was
nice
thinking.
oracle.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a really
I
nice
might have to
oracle.
get that deck.
I know you were gonna say that.
I'm horrible, guys. Horrible.
You guys, between the two of you and Joey, oh my gosh, I'm always
got,
finding a deck I want.
I got
And
2 Kickstarters. I got 6 from, and I'm gonna be bragging. I'm sorry, Bobby. I got 6 from US Games. 6 decks. I asked for 4, they send me 6.
I'm happy for my friend's
Thank
success.
you.
I
So
am.
it's been like a lot of, and I have like books I have to review. That's why I'm like dropping videos every day or almost every day, because I have way too many things in the queue that need to be dropped.
That's a funny way to say it. I blame Selena for
Look at this.
inspiring me.
Thank you, Bridget, inspiring me.
Look how beautiful this card is. It's
That is
called
beautiful.
adaptability. Look at the imagery.
That's Kali.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it Kali or Shiva? Because Shiva.
Kali. That's she's
Shiva,
dancing
didn't
on the
Shiva-
body of her beloved.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, and that's what
Okay,
snapped
Bobby,
her
are we
back
ready
into
to
reality.
do the drawing?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I
That's
get all
okay.
into this. I have to draw now, people.
Good
Hold
luck,
on.
everyone.
Selena's
I'm
getting
excited.
existent. All right, solar giveaway tool StreamYard. Here we go. Can you see it? Did it go up?
Nope.
All right. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. We got 30 people in the drawing. Remember,
Nice.
you have to be present to win.
Mm-hmm.
Ramon, we're in there. We should be.
I didn't put myself in there.
Yeah, we did when we told people what the
Oh, Debbie! Congratulations,
Nice.
Debbie. Email
we
me.
accidentally
Yeah.
put
Figure it
ourselves
out what
in.
it is that you want. Congratulations, Debbie.
All right, Debbie, contact Selena.
Yep, my
send-
emails. Well, you have ways of contacting me. Yeah.
You have the ways of contacting me.
Yeah.
Um,
Messenger, whatever it is you want to message me. However, are you here, Debbie? First of all.
yeah, that's what we should check because Debbie has to be present.
I just saw her a little bit ago. There are too many decks I want. Yes, she's here. Yay! Congrats, Debbie. I
Yep,
just
there
sent
she
her a
is.
birthday deck too, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, he had no Skelly decks, and I was like, oh no, we have.
There's
to
a
get
new
this.
one that's being released.
Everybody
think I-
must have a
Video,
Skelly
and I was
deck.
like, she had no
Everybody
Skelly
has
decks,
to
and
have
I'm
one.
like, what?
A
I
Sunny
was like,
Skelly.
okay, it was just her birthday. Let me send her a couple decks. Yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
Gotta have that Sunny Skeleton deck. That's one of my favorite ones to use now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Selena, Selena's in the driver's seat next week, you guys.
I am. I'm going to tell you guys about that too. So I am going to be, well, we're going to be having on a really dear friend of mine. I've known her for about 3 years now. Her name is Karen Cubico. She is the reason I know so many of my past lives, and I know how to be able to regress to these past lives is because of her. Yes, I sent them all a book. She has about 2 books. One is a journal, but she does have some books on Amazon. She does have a YouTube channel. It's Karen Cubico. She's phenomenal. And I'm not sure if I told you guys, but she's going to see where the 3 of us had a past life at.
Oh,
Perhaps the
no.
4 of us. Yes. So
You
she can
didn't.
channel-
Awesome.
She can do all of that. And she's like, and then she's like, I have a feeling the 4 of us had a past life together. So
That is not surprising. We all know
she's gonna
souls
look through
travel
like
in
the
paths.
timeline, each of our timelines, and see where we connected and how, what our role was back then and what it is that we're doing now.
So the Halloween deck you're talking about, is it my favorite Halloween deck? The Halloween Oracle?
No, it's the tarot deck.
Oh no, I'm talking about this one, this Halloween deck.
Oh yeah, well that one I sent to Debbie. for her
That's
birthday, as
I
well
love
as the
that deck.
Halloween tarot deck. So I
That's
sent
a
her
really
both.
nice deck too.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, so that's what's happening on July 31st. We have Karen Cubico on with us, and I'm excited to have her here, and I'm excited to see what she has to say about our past lives and how it is that
Yeah,
we
me too.
connected. And then her and I have a meeting on Sunday where I'm going to be doing a reading for her, and she's going to regress me into one of my past lives, and she wants to show you what that regression looks like so that you guys are, if you guys want to do that, you guys will be comfortable with doing a regression. And how it's not completely like it's not terrifying to do.
Not terrifying.
No, it's not. It's
You're
not.
like,
I mean,
don't
I've
worry,
done it
it's
many
not
times.
terrifying.
But some people like worry about giving up, like how they like giving up their, what's the word I want to
Sovereignty.
use?
Their
Yeah.
vulnerability, being
Yes,
vulnerable.
vulnerability
That's
to
it.
other people.
Oh.
Yeah, to have someone else regress you. It's kind of like almost like a hypnosis. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really good, and because of her, I've been able to regress 13 past lives. So yeah,
Nice. 13. Jeez, that's a whole lot of work, man.
it is a lot of work, but once you taught me how to do it, I can easily do it now. It's not very hard for me to regress to a past life. I can easily go into my own hypnosis stage, and I can like when I meditate, the moment I close my eyes, I'm already getting into that state.
I do that when I get a tattoo. I'm serious. I do because it hurts. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to shift your thoughts into you've
Yeah.
gotten tattoos,
Mm-hmm.
When I got this on my arm, I started the meditation and I told him I'm just gonna zone out and you do what you got to do, and I didn't even notice it, and then he just kind of let me
He's
know
like,
when
I'm
it was
done.
over. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that
Like asked,
is
what's your favorite skelly deck? Oh, I have like a lot of them. The Santa Muerte, of course, is one of my favorite ones. This one's the Happy Skelly deck that the three of us have. It's like a perpetual 10 of cups deck for me. This one's
It's
from
beautiful.
Playing Cards. It's
It's
called
so
the Happy
beautiful.
Skelly deck. Yeah.
I haven't done the video for this. This is the video, Selena and Ramon, that kept messing up.
Oh, yeah.
Ramon sent me this, the Santa Muerte
Mm-hmm.
colors tarot, and that is the day everything was going. My cat was jumping on the computer. I didn't turn it off. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. It was just one of those days. I was like, I give. I'll do it another day. I give up.
Yeah, I remember you saying it.
Yeah. And they're like, well, turn your damn what would you say?
You gotta push the red button.
Airplane mode. Make it airplane mode or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, well, now you tell me.
Yeah, I do that because I get like notifications and then it interrupts my video, and then I have to start all over again. And I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. That's crazy.
Why don't you use StreamYard to do that video?
I'm going to this time around. The reason I haven't is because I don't have an overhang. I have to hook my phone up to do the StreamYard, and my excuse was I can't see it. But then I realized I could flip the phone over to where, I have no excuse. Is basically what I'm saying. I was no excuse.
Yeah, you can get an overhang and a inexpensive camera. Like they're very cheap now, high definition. And
I'm gonna get one. I'm going down to the pawn shop before I replace this computer. The one I was using before, I got for the pawn shop for like $50 or something like that. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and congratulations on our winner tonight. Join us next week when Selena will be in the driver's seat. Ramon and I will be flanking her, running point guard. And if anybody has comments or show suggestions for us, please visit our behind the moon community forum
behind the meow.
Behind the moon. We on Facebook are Behind the Moon community forum page, where people can comment and join in and let us know. Oh shoot!
What's wrong?
No, well, I was gonna end the stream, but if I left that comment up, it was gonna run
Yeah, I
into
learned that last time.
Yeah. So
and
basically,
then after Selena, it's my turn, and I'm gonna stay in Egypt. Last week, last time it was my turn. We were talking about divination, ancient Egypt. But on the next show, I'm gonna do a deep dive into the Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
Ooh.
Very mysterious book. It just like explaining what it is, its magical properties, some of the incantations, spells. It's a fascinating book, and we're going to be exploring it together.
I'm excited for that. I really am. The Book of the Dead has been a piece of our pop culture zeitgeist, not just
Hmm.
spiritual
Mhm.
zeitgeist, but the Book of the Dead in movies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not
But
the only Book of the Dead. The different cultures had different Book of the Dead. Like there's a
really,
Tibetan book. Yeah, there's a Tibetan Book of the Dead. Mesoamerica, different cultures have their own. But the
How cool is
Egyptian
that?
one is, yeah, the Egyptian is like one of the most fascinating one. Like it's been mentioned in movies, and there's a there's a fascination about the concept of it, and we're going to be dissecting it in my show.
yes. So please, next week, Selena. The week after that, Ramon. And the week after that, I'll have 3 weeks to prepare. We'll be tackling South Mexico and its solar beliefs throughout
Nice.
mythology and history. So I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We love you. Love you all. But I gotta go eat. Bye.
Bye.